So we're gonna stick with the likes and the shares because I feel like that's fair, right? Okay, so without too much further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. I've got two options for you, and I want to do this one first because we did this a few weeks ago and I failed at it. So I wanted to do it again, but do it the right way. So we have this little ornament here that I got just from Michael's. You can get these on Amazon. But the difference with this from what we used last week is the hole in here is much larger. So I can actually put things in here like resin and glitter and come up with something cool. So we'll start with this one. I do have this kind of fun resin tool here. This is not an actual tool. This is just something that's in my office that happens to hold the ornament really nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it in there. And I'm going to put on some gloves and we're going to put some resin in here and get started. We will do something kind of easy to get started with. We're going to just go ahead and put some glitter in here and kind of see how that works. And then we'll do one more with something a little bit more complicated. So let's start out with the easier version. And if we get through that, we'll move on to something else. So we have lots of fun ornaments here to create with UV resin, to show you kind of some cool stuff you can do at home. It's a great way to really customize. We're going up, cool. It's a great way to really customize kind of your holiday decorations. So like say you've got the kiddos at home or you want to do like a fun project with the family, this is a great way to do that. So I've got the little ball here in the middle. We're going to start with that. I've got my UV resin here. So I'm going to pour a bunch of UV resin into this little ball. Now the reason why I want to do that is I want to basically coat the walls of it. That way when I put the glitter in here, the glitter will stick to the walls. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour a bunch of UV resin all along. And once I have a good amount in here, we'll go ahead and throw some glitter in. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm pouring, like I said, the UV resin. I've noticed that there's not a particular rhyme or reason. You just want to get it pretty well coated. So I'm pouring a good amount in, and then I'm going to give it a second to reach the bottom so that there's a little bit of resin everywhere. So here we go. Okay. All right, so I've got a good amount of resin in there. I'm going to give it a second to settle. Now for this one, let's make this a little mix of green and red. So I've got a couple of different colors for you here. I think that this one's more Christmassy, in my opinion, the Northern Lights. So let's do some Northern Lights, and we're going to do chili pepper. I've got two of the fine colors here to use, and I'm going to just go ahead and sprinkle some in. So if I look at it right now, there's already a lot of resin kind of spreading along the ornament, which is perfect. So it's going to make it really easy for when I put my glitter in. Now to add the glitter, I have just a scrap piece of paper here that I folded. I made it into one of those little funnels. So very DIY here, guys. You don't need to get anything fancy for this. If you have a funnel at home, feel free to use that. If not, this works just as well. Okay, so I put some glitter in there. I'm going to go ahead and just cover the top and give it a quick little shake. And see how that glitter starts to really just kind of spread out. I don't want the glitter to blend too much with each other, so I'm going to do just a little bit of each at a time. So now let's go ahead and throw some of the red glitter in there.
Monique, what kind of hydro dipping did you do with the kiddos?
Monique, if you heard Danny, we're asking about what kind of hydro dipping you guys did. Sounds pretty fun. I'm going to go ahead and just shake that one around too. But yeah, so see how this already kind of starts turning into a really cool mix of colors? I really like how that red looks. That's awesome. Super vibrant.
Oh, you did pins. That's awesome. It's cool.
I'm going to throw a little bit more of the green in there.
Did the kiddos get all dirty?
All right, let's put a little bit more of that Northern Lights. That red seemed to cover it pretty well. And then I'm going to shake it around again. Yeah, that's looking really cool. So the saturation level that you do with this is really up to you, but once you kind of have it the way you like, and I think I like the way that this looks, you can go ahead and start curing it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my little flashlight, and I'm going to cure it. So because the ball is clear, you can easily get to the resin just by kind of curing the outside of it like this. If you have like a lamp, you can use that too. The ornament does get a little bit warm to touch, so keep that in mind. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool so far. And I'm just going to make sure that all this is nice and cured so it doesn't keep moving around. But yeah, what do you guys think? Who has been making custom ornaments at home? I've seen a lot of cool stuff going on right now with all of the holiday stuff coming up. Let me know if this is something you guys have done, something that you're going to have to do now. Because yeah, it's pretty easy and cool and yeah, just about done. So I'm just going to cure the center of it a little bit more to make sure I got all of the resin in the middle. I did see it moving around a tiny bit. But yeah. It looks super cool. So what do you think, guys? Let me go ahead and hold it up to which camera? This one? Okay. What do we think, guys? Pretty neat? Look at all those colors.
There it is.
That's awesome. But yeah, super easy to do something fun like that. Okay, so that was one. That was the easy one, right? So let me go ahead and put the little lid back on this. And like, let's say you don't like the level of glitter that you have in there, or you want to do more. You can always add in more UV resin to cover up any kind of exposed pieces and keep going. It's really up to you. So we'll go ahead and just set that to the side. We've got one ornament done. Now I'm going to grab another one and we'll go ahead and start with this one. Now this one, we're going to do a couple different things. I have my glow powder here, and I have my First Snow white glitter. So I'm going to use these two things to color it at first. I'm going to cure it, and then we're going to pop in some alcohol inks and a little bit more UV resin. So let's go ahead and grab our UV resin again. This way, when your tree is twinkling at night, if you have some of that glow powder in there, your ornaments will be glowing too. So pretty neat. Let's just go ahead and pour some UV resin.
Is that what you're doing right now? It's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pour half the jar in there.
I could. I sure could. It would be really bright, like my shirt.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm going to keep pouring a little bit more UV resin. I want to make sure that there's plenty to go around. And then once I have this coated pretty well, we'll go ahead and add in that glow and the glitter.
And real quick, we just want to say thank you for the shares. We have 70 shares right off the bat. So
wow.
Great job, guys. Thank you. We appreciate that.
That's awesome.
What do we have
Don't stop sharing it. But just go ahead and keep sharing it. More people in the lives, better.
Awesome. Great job, guys. All right, so I'm pretty content with the amount of UV resin that's in here. So next thing we're going to do is we'll go ahead and we'll throw in some of that glow powder and some of the glitter. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty well coated. I can kind of, shake it around a little bit and let it kind of continue pouring all over. But yeah, that's great coverage. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and put in some glow powder. So I'm going to use my little funnel again. And let's just throw some of this glow powder right in the mix.
¿Hay alguien ahorita en el live que ha hecho o ha tratado lo que Sam está haciendo ahorita?
With the glow powder, a little bit goes a long way, so I'm not going to put a whole lot in there. But I did put in a good amount, and then I'm going to throw in some of this First Snow glitter. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing we did last time, guys. We're going to go ahead and we'll cover it, and we'll shake it up a little bit once I get all of this glitter in here.
Hi, Prue, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenida.
All right, looks like there was a little bit of a clump of glow powder at the bottom, so let me just make sure that that comes through with all the glitter, and then we'll go ahead and shake it up.
Y se mira bien fácil, ¿verdad? No se mira muy duro el proyecto y salió bien bonito el primero.
Let's see. Okay, cool. So there we go. That's all of it. Perfect. Now we're going to go do the same thing where we'll just cover it and then shake it up to get it kind of covered. Looks like this is covering pretty well. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get the top of it too. Perfect. Okay, I can just tell by looking at it now, like this is going to glow like no other. So that's super cool. So what we'll do, guys, first is we're going to go ahead and cure this as is, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in some alcohol inks to the mix. That way we can kind of keep on mixing it up. Okay, so let me just go ahead and make sure that this is covered the way I want. Maybe shake it up a little bit more. And yeah, we'll go ahead and cure this real quick.
TKC.
So you can already kind of see right now, just by the UV resin like curing, how much glow is going to be happening. So this is super duper cool. But yeah, see that glow on here, guys? So imagine this on your tree, lighting the way at night. Okay, you won't even need like lights at this point because your little ornaments are going to glow so much. That's pretty cool. Looks like a magic crystal ball. Okay, so I don't see anything moving around in there. Awesome. Now we can go ahead and add in some alcohol inks to this. So that way we have some color going on. Okay, so I'll go ahead and add a little bit of this green first. And you know, you can do whatever color you want. You don't have to do colors. You can just leave it kind of as is. It's really up to you guys. But as creative as you want to get with this is as creative as it can be. So I went ahead and I tossed in some green. Let's go ahead and put in some red in there. Just going to go ahead and make sure it's all nice and mixed. Awesome. And then we'll throw in some red alcohol inks. But what are we thinking so far, guys? Give me a little feedback. Let me know what you think.
Everyone thinks it's so pretty.
Awesome. Cool. And then I've got some red in there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shake that up. Get my colors all mixed. But yeah, so it's already becoming really cool. Definitely something that you can kind of keep playing with and add more as you want. Let's add in a little bit of this rainbow color as well. If you guys haven't used our alcohol inks before, the rainbow itself is probably my favorite. It's not a color, but it just adds like such a sparkle to everything. So I'll go ahead and throw a little bit of that in here. There we go. Awesome. I'm going to mix it up again. And yeah, that's becoming really cool. So it's up to you if you want to keep adding stuff to it. I say I want a little bit more saturation. So let's add a little bit more UV resin. And then let's see if we can get these colors to really shine.
Thanks, Ashley, for the lightning bolts.
Thank you.
We needed those.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've got some more UV resin in here now. So that means it's going to pick up on these colors and allow them to move around a little bit more fluidly. And we'll go ahead and add in a little bit more of the alcohol inks. Ooh, once I mix them up. I see they're all kind of clumped at the bottom here. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of twist this around first and see what the colors that I have so far are doing. But yeah, this is getting really neat. It's a little cloudy in the thing, but at night this is going to glow like crazy. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Let's add some more color to it. Okay, a little bit more green. Do you guys think we should add more glitter or more color? Let me know.
Esa es la del Grinch.
I'm gonna add a little bit more red. Yeah, everything's kind of mixing around, getting nice and saturated in here.
We're only at 9,000 likes, guys.
9,000
We need
likes.
31,000 more.
That's it. Just 31,000, Jesse says.
Barely any, come on.
Sí, los colores están quedando bien. Están mixteando muy bien. How many colors did you use?
I just used 3.
Most of
The
it's
red, the green, and the rainbow. Should we put some more glitter in here, guys? What do you think? I think more glitter. Yeah? Let's do more of the... Let's throw in some of the red glitter. Okay, so I've got my little funnel out again. We're going to add in some of this red glitter. Okay. And then I'm going to shake it around. I just love how much heavier these ornaments get as you start adding things to them. They really start feeling like something kind of special. Whereas before they were like super lightweight and you kind of tell that they were plastic. Now, because of all the extra stuff that we're adding to it, they feel like pretty weighty, and they actually I think that they could make it through several Christmases like this. Now I'm going to add in a little bit more green, and then I say let's cure it and see how we did. Maybe let's add some of this light green to the mix and see how that does.
Monique, we can't wait to see what you made. So looking forward to that.
All right. Awesome. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I've got this pretty well coated. I really like how there's a lot of the glitter at the top and then a lot of the glow kind of mixed in. Now you can really take your time with this. The nice thing about UV resin is you don't have like a cure time to worry about. So as long as you want to keep mixing this up and keep kind of fine tuning it, you are more than welcome to, but you are pretty much done whenever you want to be. So let's go ahead and cure this. I like the way that it's mixed up. I think there's a really good mix of colors going on here. This looks nice and festive. So we'll cure it. And then you can see that it's already got that glow back to it. So basically the way that it's glowing now is going to be kind of how it glows late at night when it's charged from being out in the day. And it's super cool. But yeah, it was super easy to do. Who has been making ornaments at home already? Do you guys like the custom ornaments? Do you guys have like maybe family ornaments that you've been using like tradition-wise? Or let me know. What do you guys think?
¿Han hecho ornamentos ahorita en proyectos? ¿Quién ha hecho ornamentos ahorita por proyectos o que le han pedido?
But yeah, that was super easy to do. Much easier than the last time we tried this for sure. Now I'm just kind of keeping an eye at all the resin inside of it. I want to make sure that it gets nice and cured. So I'm actually holding the light like right over the hole. That way you can kind of make sure that the light gets in there and cures it. Another thing you can do, which will also help kind of supercharge these, is put it out in the sun. The sun is kind of like a natural curant for the UV resin. It will cure with either the UV light or the sunlight, which is, you know, very powerful UV light.
Alfaro said it looks like the Aurora Borealis.
Doesn't it? That's super cool. Thank you. But yeah, I think that this is nice and cured. So I'm done with that. Look at that glow. That's crazy.
Heidi
Awesome.
said she's worked on them.
Cool. Yeah, I really like how that came out. That was fun. Okay. All right, guys. So we got through that first craft of ornaments super quick. Let's go ahead and take our time with the next one, and we can probably do a couple of those too. So I'm going to go ahead and put the little lid back on this, and then let's show both of these off. So two very different ornaments, right, guys? We've got this one right here, which is just full of glitter. This one that has a lot of glow powder in it, which is going to be really shiny at night. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to some wood bark slices that we're going to make little ornaments out of as well. Yeah, not too bad, huh, guys?
Yeah, looks really good stuff.
Cool.
Magda said, I'm making ornaments, but I used the polyacrylic. I never thought about UV resin.
Yeah, UV resin's a lot of fun. And if you already have it, might as well, right? So next thing we're going to work with is going to be these little wood bark slices. So we'll do one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and start with this Slay Girl Slay one. This is an old sticker we did. I don't know if you guys are hardcore MakerFlo fans and you remember we had these cute little ornament kits from, was it even last year or the year before?
I think it was the year before.
Yeah, these are old now. So this is like a collector's edition.
Talia says hi.
Hi, how's it going?
So, hi Talia, ¿cómo estás? How are you?
But yeah, so these are like a collector's edition old stickers. So we're going to use these, and we're going to use some resin, and we're going to make this a lot of fun. So now I've got my little bowl, which is one of the new products you guys probably saw on the website. So our little silicone bowls that have the awesome little divots and these little silicone wands. These are on the website now, so if you guys need these little tools for UV resin, highly recommend these. They're great tools to use. We're going to go ahead and just pour a little bit of UV resin into the bowl. We just want to do enough to basically cover the wood bark slice. We don't want to make too much resin in here, just enough to cover it. So I'll probably do a little over halfway full. Awesome. And then for this one, since this one is predominantly red, let's actually use the Northern Lights, and then let's use this for snow. So let's use the white and the green glitter for this. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle just a little bit in. And then I'll sprinkle some of my green in there. Okay.
Y cuando lo hagas y lo apruebes, nos dejas ver cómo te salió. Queremos ver.
Now, when you're putting the glitter in there, you really want to pay attention to the mixture of it. So basically, as long as there's still some fluidity to the resin, you're good. You can add more glitter. If it's super chunky, hard to move, then you probably need to add more resin to thin it out a little bit. With this one, I still have a little bit of room, so I'm going to add a little bit more of my green glitter to it. Yep, there we go. And then I'll go ahead and mix that up and see how it looks.
Hola, Genesis.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So that's looking pretty good. And hi, everybody that's just shown up. Appreciate you being here. We're playing with some ornaments right now. We're doing some UV resin mix. Now, this little wood bark slice, guys, this is one that we've used. You know, it comes on the website. These little holes are not pre-drilled, but it does come with like a hand drill if you don't have your own. So you can always make these little holes in the ornaments as well. That way you can make these at home. And let's go ahead and just coat it with some resin. So when I do this, I'm going to start from the middle and kind of let it spread out. I don't want to cover the hole because then I'll have to re-drill it. I want to just kind of go around everything and kind of cover the actual wood bark slice. So I'm going to go ahead and just scrape all my resin in there. Looks like I poured about the right amount, which is perfect. And let's go ahead and spread that out over the ornament. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just get that to even out. The resin is self-leveling, which is really nice. So if I had more patience, we could kind of let it sit and do its thing. But I don't, and we want to get this done on the live for you. So we're going to use this cool little silicone wand to kind of spread it all the way out.
Just move the box.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just spreading that from edge to edge. You can get this as covered, like as much covered or as little covered as you want. It's really up to you. I'm just trying to build a nice little scene for the sticker that I'm going to put on here in a second. And I'm going all the way around. Now, if you guys are... if you've been with us for a little bit, you might have even done this with us at a pinners not too long ago. I want to say a couple years ago, our very first round of pinners, we were doing these ornaments with UV resin. So a lot of fun to do, guys, and definitely a fun project for the whole family. Okay, so I like the way that that's all spread out. It looks nice and even to me. So now I'm going to go ahead and cure it. I'm going to keep my little silicone wand and my bowl nearby because I want those to get cured as well. So I'm going to grab my little flashlight, and I'm going to start nice and high like always, and slowly introduce the UV wattage to the project. Now, I don't have a timer on me, but I'm going to let you know you want to do this for about 60 seconds or so. Depending on the size of the wood bark slice itself, you might have to give it a little bit more time, because if it's much bigger than the size of the flashlight, then you're not really curing the whole thing. So just make sure you give the whole ornament enough attention to get it nice and cured.
And for the people that just saw that, we had no memory card on the camera.
It's okay.
True, that might happen.
The camera doesn't need to remember, just the live. But yeah, looks like we are about 20 seconds away from this being cured. Do you guys think I should put glow powder in the next one? Let me know what you think. I kind of want to do some little trees, so maybe we'll do that too. Yeah. You guys hear that? It's already cured. That is so awesome. It's not sticky. Perfect. Okay, cool. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and make sure my little bowl and my wand are cured as well. That way we move on to the next project. Those are ready for us. So I'm going to go ahead and just shine my light at my wand and my bowl real quick to make sure those are ready to go. And let me know if you guys have any questions coming in. I know I go through these kind of fast, but let me know. See, and then now that that's cured, you can just peel this resin right out of it. And it's ready to go for the next one. But yeah, pretty cool, right guys? I'll just leave that to the side. And same thing with my wand. I'm just gonna peel that right off. Awesome. Okay, so next thing you wanna do, now that you have the actual ornament itself, nice and cured, covered with glitter, perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the sticker on it. So these are vinyl stickers. With the paper stickers, you can lose a little bit of the actual image. It kind of changes the way it looks a little bit. So definitely use vinyl stickers when you're doing these, or make sure it is laminated, like if you want to do a photo or something like that, like we've done before. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Then we'll go ahead and you can do a few more things right now. You could even add, like if you have these little markers nearby, you could actually write on them. So like, let's say we want to make sure that we know what year we did this, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just pull out one of my markers. I have the Yono fine markers right now. I'm going to grab one of the black ones. Uh-huh. Okay. And we're going to pretend that I have better handwriting than I do. So don't judge me on my handwriting, guys. But I'm going to go ahead and just get this ready. If you guys haven't used the markers before, you know you have to shake them up a little bit when you first start using them. And then I usually like to blob them on just a little piece of paper to get them kind of started. So let's see. There we go. I see the colors starting to come out slowly. There we go. Okay. So once you've got the color out the way you want, let's go ahead and write on it. So let's put on here 2024, right? 2024. So you could even write like your family name, you could write Christmas, you could write whatever you want on these little ornaments. But yeah, so you can personalize it with the sticker, you can write on them. Once we have that on there, we'll give it just a second to dry because we don't want that to come off when I coat the next round of resin. You can tell that it's dry by the kind of matness to it. Yes.
La resina no va a dañar esa porque es vinyl sticker. That one's the vinyl. El sticker que le puso Sam es de vinyl. Entonces no lo va a dañar. Pero si no usas un sticker que es de vinyl, lo puedes cubrir con tape primero. Cúbrelo primero y después ponle la resina.
Okay, so I went ahead and I just did another thin layer of resin on top of the ornament itself. So I'm going to go ahead and just spread that out really quick. The reason why I did this is I want to really lock that sticker in place, and I want it to be nice and smooth. So this is going to go over the sticker. We're going to go ahead and just spread it out. And again, edge to edge, so it's nice and even coverage. And here we go. Perfect. This is looking really good. I've got that nice and evenly spread out. And I'm going to go ahead and cure it then. Okay. So what do we think so far, guys? Super easy? Lots of fun. Who is ready to start doing these? And how are we doing on the likes, guys?
We are at 14,000.
14,000. So remember, guys, if we get up to 40K, I get to give away a cool gift. I will give you some surprises as to what is in the gift. So it's going to be this really cool custom pack of stickers that I just got from Ninja Transfers. So some personally picked out fun Christmas stickers from them. We're going to have some wood bark slices in there. Might have a powder coated cup or two. Lots of fun stuff. Maybe some markers, maybe some resin, some glitter. Maybe a lot of the things that you see here to make all of this awesomeness happen. So if you guys aren't on TikTok and spreading the love, make sure you get on there because that is how you will win one of those. This is something that's not available on the website, guys, so this is going to be extremely exclusive. So let us know by jumping over to TikTok and start liking. But yeah, this should be just about cured. Yeah. I'm going to give it just a few more seconds just to make sure. And then once this is done, we'll do one more, and we're going to use some glow powder this time. and maybe some more of our first snow white glitter, and maybe some of these cute little trees. So yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff to play with, guys. I bet you guys had no idea we had so many Christmas things just ready to go on the site, huh? Yeah, that feels pretty good. Awesome. So now that that's done, the kind of final piece you can put on this is our little wood bark slices actually come with this string as well, like this twine. So you can kind of cut up the twine so that they are perfect for your little ornaments. But yeah, look at that, guys. Super cute, ready to hang on the tree, on your door, wherever you want, really.
Karen said that's awesome.
Cool, so that's done. Let's go ahead and work on the last one.
Genesis and Talia sent you little heart eyes.
Aw, thank you, guys. All right, we've got one more to play with, guys, so let's go ahead and we'll take our time with this. And we're gonna go ahead and put some more resin into our little silicone bowl. And guys, just so you know, this is the same bottle that I was practicing with before we started today. So a little bit of our resin actually goes a long way. If you guys haven't tried the UV resin before, I highly recommend it. Really easy to use, really affordable too as far as UV resins go. Big fan of this. And it always dries super crystal clear. Who out there has tried our UV resin? Let me know. All right. So I've got that a little over halfway full. We're gonna go ahead and throw in some of this glow powder. Remember, guys, a little bit goes a long way. So I'll go ahead and just sprinkle a little bit in there. Awesome. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put in some of this first snow as well, because I want it to be nice and shiny.
What's the size of the UV resin you're using, Sam?
This is the 100 ml bottle. So like I said, a little bit goes a long way. Remember, we were just dumping it into those little ornament balls beforehand too, so was not being ginger with it for sure.
And April said, I love your fast set epoxy and I'm going to be ordering some this week.
Awesome. We just restocked that epoxy too. So if you guys looked earlier, you didn't see the size that you wanted, we did just restock it, so there is plenty of epoxy on there for you.
Alright, Shirley said I didn't know y'all had glow powder.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I have to go get it. And Inkspot said I have UV resin coming with my glitter restock this week.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you love it. Let us know what you do with that. We definitely love to see the different projects you guys come up with the UV resin. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and just spread the UV resin onto the ornament. I didn't even think about it too, but you can make these double-sided. So you don't have to stop at the first side. You can always do the second side too. So this doesn't have to stop until you are ready for it to stop. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just spread this out over the wood bark slice. I'm going to get it nice and evenly coated, avoiding that little drill hole so that I don't have to re-drill it, and just spreading it out. Okay, so how are we doing on the likes now?
Let's see, we are at 18.4.
See? You guys jumped up over 4K just by me mentioning it.
We have about 20 minutes left to get about 20,000 likes. Let's see.
I think it's very doable.
See it.
So you guys have some time still. Let's try to get up to the 20K.
40K.
20K more is what I meant. All right, this is pretty well coated. Awesome. So now I'm going to try something a little bit different. Let's go ahead and add in some of these little trees, right guys? So these little tree shapes are pretty cool. This is one of the many shapes that we have on the site as well. So this is something you can kind of pick up right now too. But we're going to just sprinkle a few of these in here because a little bit is really all you need with these. So we'll just go ahead and drop in a couple little trees. Little happy trees, if you will. Just get your Bob Ross on. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just spread these so that they're not in a clump. Awesome. But yeah, I kind of like how they're just kind of hanging out on the top. So we'll just leave them where they are. Maybe add this guy here. Perfect. And then spread these guys out a little bit. Cool. Okay, so now we have little trees on here. Pretty neat, right? Oh, there's one more right there. Put him on. Okay.
Genesis, ¿nunca has probado la resina? La UV de nosotros?
Okay, and then I'm going to actually keep this little mix of the glow powder over here, just right here to the side, so that, again, it cures while I'm curing my little ornament, okay? So now let's grab our little UV flashlight, and here we go. Has anyone tried any of the little shapes that we have yet? And if so, what is your favorite shape? Do you guys have a favorite shape that we have?
What's yours, Danny?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many.
I like the little snowflakes.
The snowflakes?
I'll be honest with you. There's a lot.
I think Danny's favorite are the ho-ho-ho ones.
There's what, apple ones, right? Apple ones. There's
Dolphins. Wine glasses.
Hi, Victoria.
There's little graduation hats.
The graduation hats. Yeah, there's a lot. No entiendes, pero estás apoyando y nos encanta. Gracias por el apoyo. Está usando la UV resina y está haciendo decoraciones de Navidad, ornamentos de Navidad.
But yeah, this is looking super cool. I like the little sprinkled in trees. It's already feeling pretty cured. This resin dries so quickly. It's awesome.
It's a tough one.
Is it?
Oh, nice. Someone said they got the stars and the Mary Jane.
Awesome.
And then someone else said the bird.
The bird.
That's what you're talking about.
The bird is the word.
Is there cameras in here? Cause ¿Qué hace? Está haciendo un ornamento de Navidad usando los pedazos de madera.
Now I'm going to go ahead and put on my
que
little
tenemos,
sticker.
y le está poniendo un sticker y lo está sellando con la resina, la resina de UV.
This is Jesse's favorite sticker.
Which one is it?
Is it me? Am I the drama?
I am not the drama.
Okay, so then since this is Jesse's, we'll go ahead and write Jesse at the bottom. I'm just kidding. But yeah, you can put anything you want on this. So like, I'm going to go ahead and just put MakerFlo. And you can even do like, let's do the year right here. We'll do 20.
Hi, Tammy. Tammy says hi,
24.
Sam.
Hey, Tammy.
How are you, Tammy? Sí, Genesis, la lámpara, ¿nunca la has usado?
MakerFlo.
Tammy said hi, Danny and Sam.
Hello. But yeah, so you can make these super custom, guys. Basically, it's really up to you what you want to do with it. All I need to do at this point is add a little bit of UV resin to coat everything so that it's nice and even. But yeah, we'll look at it before I do that. There it is. But yeah, see how I've added like a little bit of marker on the side? It's got 2024. It says MakerFlo at the bottom. And if I had better handwriting, you guys would probably like it a little bit more. But yeah, that's as good as it gets. So let's go ahead and coat it with a little bit more UV resin. And then that's it for that ornament. Now it is important, guys, if you do use marker, to make sure you actually wait for the marker to dry before you add more UV resin. Otherwise, you're going to wash out whatever you wrote. So I did make sure that it dried, and I'm just adding a little bit more resin to cover everything. I've noticed that one of the easiest way to tell how much resin to use is basically if you just kind of cover the sticker area and then use your little wand to spread it out over the ornament. So I covered my sticker area, and then I'm going to use my wand just to spread that out. And that's going to just really lock everything in place. That way you have this cool ornament for years to come.
Victoria said she's already pro.
Oh yeah?
UV resin.
Awesome. Now remember guys, if we get up to 40K, I'm going to get to give away a really cool little Christmas ornament kit. It might have a little powder coated cup in it as well. Just some fun stuff that you can put those little stickers onto. But definitely a fun process, guys. I highly recommend it. And then should we talk about what's going on next week?
Yes.
Do you guys want to know what's happening next week? Let me hear it in the comments. Otherwise, I'll be quiet.
Ankari said yes.
Hi, Ankari. It's good to see you.
Monique said yes.
Yes, excellent.
Gima Brown said 14K to go.
Hey, that's right, Gima Brown. You tell him.
12,000, 10 minutes.
All right, so that is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this really quick, guys.
So the news for next week, we won't be here.
And then we're going to talk about something really cool that's happening next week that we will be here for. And we're going to have a special guest with us. So let's cure this first, and then we'll go and get on to that part of it. Yeah, this looks great. And I love that once you add the resin to it, like the marker looks even shinier than it did before. This is going to glow in the dark too. So this goes with your little ornament that we did earlier, where it's going to be glowing on that tree at night when it is all dark in the house, except for these ornaments. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And if you guys don't believe me, let's hold this little glow powder to my UV light as well. Do you see just the glow off of it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, insane.
Everyone's saying yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me get this cured, and then let's talk about what's happening next week, and I'll give you guys just a few more minutes to maybe hit that goal, okay?
We're going live on YouTube and Facebook.
It's true.
And Instagram. And
All right,
TikTok.
Danny spoiled it. That was
There
it.
you
That
go.
was
There's
the
your
announcement,
big
guys.
announcement,
No, I'm
guys.
kidding.
I'm sure you
Real
guys join.
announcement is, if we don't get 40,000 likes, we're fired.
Wow, that's not very...
Right before Christmas.
I don't like that one, Jesse. Not sure where that announcement came from, but hopefully it has no standings.
Just jokes.
All right, so this feels like it's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's nice and cured. So I'm going to go ahead and take off my gloves at this point. Let's show off all the ornaments real quick, and then let's talk about what's happening next week.
We'll be at work.
Oh, yeah, this looks great. Cool, so let me go ahead and show it to the camera if I can find where it is. It's up here again. Okay, but yeah, check that out, guys. Is it me? Am I the drama? Jesse's ornament has been completed. He is not the drama. And now we're down here. Okay, so let me just bring it over to you guys. There we go. Yeah, so super cool. Came out really neat. Really like how that came out. And then you just add your little string to it, and it is an ornament. But yeah, super cool, guys.